That's the thing about this live video stuff is like you get your like super cheap little here. Someone get in the shot with me here. There's Sam in the back, and here's Bryce.
Hi.
Yeah, we're live at Live Skateboards here on the Grand Adventure, and we're going to follow along with Bryce. He's going to start shaping a board.
Yeah.
And we're going to take a little tour of the where the magic happens. And so there we are. So let's start off, Bryce. I'm going to switch the camera around, and why don't you
start with the tour?
Let's start with the.
We can break the process down a little bit.
There we go.
Show everyone where we're going.
Good. I'm going to turn it around here, and here we go. Good to see you, Kevin Colbert, Scott George. Good to see you guys.
Scott George, haven't seen that guy in a long time.
Dude,
wow.
Names and
It's been a long
faces.
time. Hey,
all right,
Scott.
here.
Good to see
First
you.
thing we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of t-shirt on the legs here. Get the technical aspects right. There we go. Now you guys are
Nice
good.
and clear.
You are.
All right.
Thing of beauty.
All right, so let's follow me. Let's go to the press room to start. Alrighty, so I start my morning out here. I come in around 8. This is my morning. This is the press room. This is the menu.
Real quick, Bryce, let me just show folks the glory of all these beautiful boards on the wall. What's the deal with the boards on the wall?
These are all ready for destruction. If you see one of these, they all should be on the website. If they're not, let us know. If you see something you like, let us know. If you see something you don't like but you would like to see, also let us know.
And then some completes over here.
Some completes ready.
So this room, this is where the magic happens. And we've got, what do you got, 6 presses in here?
We got 1 here. We got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes.
7.
7.
7 in total. In toto.
This press here is any mold ready. These are mounted here. The molds just slide directly in. That way we can change the mold on demand. It's not
Sick.
It's not a set mold. It's toss it in there and go.
That's awesome.
Okay. So I've already pulled some boards out of these today. They were already loaded. We've already emptied those. And we're gonna move forward. We're gonna be shaping a board today. Over here we've got our veneer stacks where we normally pull, move them over to the table. Behind glue is where we glue. So after we've popped these layups all over here, these are all curing layups. These layups have to sit here for a minimum of 3 days before they're cut. This is so we don't get warps. This is so they stack nice and neat. So we have a place to store them until they're ready to cut. So after these have cured for 3 days, we're going to take these out and we're going to pull them on out. So we're moving out of the press room for you fickle lovers. These are the ones. These are the fickle.
So grungy. They're the low class, low brow. Yes, there's a lot to love
I
about
don't
it.
know if you guys know, but all this glue right here, the thickness of this glue is insane.
It's the musical extrusion.
If you've ever ordered a fickle in the last 10 years, I've got a piece of it right there.
All that glue is from the first 2 years of pressing before I switched to a glue that required a thinner application. Just think of the amount of glue. So much glue.
All the board layups that were in there are 4 days cured. For a minimum of 3, at least 4, they come out here. Every one of these layups are ready to cut, to be shaped, to whatever wheelbase, whatever shape, they are ready to go. I've already pulled a layup that we're going to be doing today. The layup we're going to be doing today is a board I'm cutting for myself. We've done a split veneer. Looking down it, nice and smooth.
Pin straight, dude.
So now we're going to get this board ready to go. We're going to get our wheelbase drilled out. We're going to get the shape cut, and we're going to go ahead and fully shape it. So we've got our layup here. I've already orientated this one for the nose to be on the right side, as our wheelbase templates are directional. So I've got the board I want. I know it's going to fit the shape we're doing. We're doing a flat template shape here.
So that's your cutting template.
So this is our cutting template.
So this is your holes template here for your truck holes, and that's your cutting template for the cutter. Roger that.
I went over this and I see that this shape will fit this layup. I know that the layup is wide enough to cover this board.
One of the things about this, since Bryce is doing a personal, he laid it up on narrower than he would usually use for this shape.
Right.
This is the big twin, all right?
Yes, this is
what's,
the big twin.
What's the wheelbase you're doing?
14 3/8 on the big twin.
14 3/8. Wow.
And that's because both pitches are even. The shape is fully symmetrical. The nose and tail are even. The entire shape is symmetrical.
Nice.
So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with our wheelbase first.
Do it!
So these holes in this template here are straight. The center line is straight. The actual layup itself may be wonky, may be off cut, may not be a perfect symmetrical. That's okay as long as we know that we've got it centered enough to make our shape. Again, like Lou said, I used a thinner layup this time. It's a personal board.
Do you guys offer split veneer layups on the site?
We do not yet. That's something we're still working on.
But Kevin Colvert is actually asking, can I order a split veneer? Yeah, just get us. Just go on the site.
I would say
contact.
Contact us. Go on the site, ask if that doesn't work, message Sam.
I've known Sam a while. Sam will literally, he'll work with you, hit him up, but we could safely say that split veneers will be on the site sometime in a year.
Yes.
Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, it's a working process.
Before we go on, Bryce, what is that I'm pointing at right there?
So this here is a variety of our flat templates for shaping. So we have everything from a coffin shape to a youth template with multiple wheelbase options.
The guy's got the salesman skills. You're good.
8.5 wheelbase, 8.5, 14.5 wheelbase pop. And then let's move into something a little bit more drastic, like we've got the boar, which is just a massive, massive pig.
Kevin Colvert comments that Sam is so hard to deal with. Just kidding. Yeah. That's funny. He's so easy to deal with. Oh, here's more of them. Here are more shapes. So these are all cutting templates. So this is different. I'm going to flip you guys around. So you can see that this is different from my workshop. My workshop's really lowbrow. I don't have like this kind of cutting template that these guys use, and I'm loving watching it. My workshop, I'll continue to do it differently because I'm so low volume. This is a great way to get smooth, consistent, accurate cuts.
Yes.
Again and again.
And these are all made from half templates. Nice. So this is a half is made.
So they're symmetrical.
And so they are symmetrical. So that way after we've drilled this wheelbase, you know you're getting a symmetrical shape every time.
Nice. So nice. I'm going to flip you guys back around and we'll return to hello, Beth and David Life. Love you both dearly. God bless you. All right, so we're going back over here.
We've got our layup. We have the wheelbase that we're going to use. We have this board seated very nicely into our layup.
Punch it, Margaret. I like to say punch it, Margaret.
I punch my wheelbase out for drilling. I don't want this to move at all, so we're going to go ahead and clamp it. We can probably get away with 2, but I'm going to use 4 because I want to. So now we're going to take, basically what we've got here is a screwdriver that we've cut off and filed to a sharpened point. That way we know we can accurately center punch these every time. Okay, so now they're punched, we're going to go ahead and pull our clamps. We don't need these anymore. Go ahead and put these out of the way, keep our workspace nice and clean. Now we can discard of this because we're only making one board. We don't need this wheelbase template now.
Are all of those up where you put it, are those all different wheelbase templates?
Those are all different wheelbase templates.
Nice.
For various sizes, different concaves. We got one for the long wheelbase.
Look at this guy.
So coming over here, like there's a couple of boards. Like the Big Twin has a very specific 14 3/8 to keep it symmetrical. This is one of the very few shapes we have that has its own wheelbase template.
So when you say keep it symmetrical, you mean that it's a twin kick. It says twin kick right on it. So this is like the same dimensions at tail and nose.
Yeah, same pitch,
Nice.
everything.
Nice.
But let's say we have a custom board that is on our regular concave. We have everything from 14 to 15 and a half on this one, and then all the in-betweens that would be too close to drill into each other. You know, if I drilled a 14 1/4, we're going to end up chewing out holes. So
Sure.
we've got templates for the in-betweens as well.
So you can see this is. I'm going to turn everyone around. This is really different to the way I do it, which is I use a lot of flat plastic temperature and a lot of very rudimentary ways to do it.
I believe you use one of these, do you not?
I do. I see it. Here you go. I use one of these, and this is a common tool. But what these guys are doing here is they're making everything really consistent. Don't be too quiet. Look at up top here. We've got these guys are all up there skating the bowl. You probably heard it. Kevin Colvard says that the Big Twin is his main rider, and he thinks it's magical.
Is phenomenal.
Yeah,
The Big Twin is a super functional shape.
love it. I'm going to turn this back around. We're going to get back to business here.
So now you can tell by looking at this that after punching it, we have nice divots to get a good center point for when we're drilling out these wheelbases. Now we don't have a fancy jig for this. We do these all by hand on the drill press.
Single shot.
So I'm gonna grab
So at this point,
a brush because
he's going to brush something.
I do not like to touch that bit with gloves or my bare fingers.
Oh my goodness.
I like to have a clean tip, that way I can accurately see where I'm drilling.
What?
So,
Guys, this is insane. So,
I'm gonna clean that blade so I can see the tip nice and well.
cleans the blade properly, and he's going for it. So, for those of you who've already sat with me while I drill things, we're going to get this drilled out, and we're going to get it to a shaping, and we'll be right back with you, probably in about 3 or 5 minutes. So, or we might do it something in between, but we'll be back on Bryce's build, and later today we're going to do a prototyping template off the work I did this week. So, talk to you in a few. Thanks for joining us.